Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Beauty Soul Tarot. I hope you're doing well. So, this is going to be for your sign, Scorpio, and this is about love and relationships and romance, basically about your love life. Okay. So, I'm going to cut the deck because I've been like shuffling over and over, and it's because I'm kind of like very particular. So yeah, this can actually be where I talk about this person, but really it's about you. So it really just depends. Energies can reverse. And if you're interested in a private reading, all of that information is in the description box below. Scorpio, love and romance. What is going on for Scorpio's love life? Scorpio. This can also apply if you're in a relationship or if you're single. Okay, here we go. I don't know which one to choose. I'm going to keep shuffling. It's not time yet. I'm so sorry. Okay, it's time. Here we go. I'm going to probably do another one. We have the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords. Wow, that's very interesting. The Six of Pentacles. Okay, it's going to come out. I might have to reshuffle, but it's perfect. Here we go. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, for some of you, wow, this is very interesting. I'm hearing forbidden to see one another. Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune. This is very specific. Okay, so there's something about not communicating. I have the Three of Swords. This is a very painful relationship. For some of you, this person is very harsh with their words, or they cut you off. They're not harsh specifically, actually, but they cut you off, or they are very cold. For many of you, this is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's something about a lesson that has to do with communication. I feel like someone is left feeling kind of bad. Okay, yeah, let's see. We have the Ten of Emotions. Yeah, this is very specific. Okay, so for some of you, this is about family and as well as the way that you feel. I feel like some of you, this person is very harsh with this is a very sad, this is a breakup. That definitely it feels like a breakup for some of you, but the way that this person affects you, this is a karmic relationship, by the way. So this is definitely yeah, definitely a karmic relationship where lessons have had to be learned through exchanges in between, well, then there's no exchange. It's like this person cuts you off. And I feel like in some way you've had to learn very painfully and very real. I just noticed the eyes in the background, it's like you've had to look and then you've had to look again, and you've discovered that this person does actually care about you, or that there's a bigger picture. So I feel like you've actually, both of you are learning a lesson here, learning something about how just because someone basically stops talking or says no doesn't mean, well, it's still unacceptable. There's still some, I feel like there's been disrespect here, but there's something about, not for all of you, but there's something about like you understanding that there's more to be understood. And so you don't let it get to you too much as it really does or would get to you. Like, I just heard no sweat off of my back. I don't even like saying that, by the way. I'm a Scorpio myself. So, um, but I have quite a bit of Sagittarius and other signs as well. So it's not just that, but um, it affects your mental state. I notice with like the hair, this is like representative of like the mind. Um, However, for some of you, there's like, if you're single, like for some of you out there as well, like this is where you suddenly turn away and you don't see this person at all. Like there's something about turning away and not like avoiding this person. But there is a bigger picture, and it has to do something with something practical in your life that like shared resources, shared, it could be family, children, not for all of you, but like there's a cycle here that has to do with what you share financially or what you share like with your items. There's a bigger picture here, and I feel like you don't want to look, but then suddenly you realize that things are okay. Like you're like, kind of like this, like, I don't want to look, but then you realize everything is okay. Like it's a perfect part of the plan. But this is definitely like, I feel like somehow there's had to be a saving grace experience with this person. Or is very angelic for some of you. I do feel like, other than like sharing certain things, you don't really talk to this person, or things are like just, it is what it is type of thing. Let's see what else. We have the Hierophant. Very much about like family matters and like religious. I feel like this has to do with you both are helping each other with your belief system. Your beliefs do align with one another. Things are being put in place, like, but this definitely feels like some of you, this is court, where things are doing just fine. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright is a positive. Um, it's very positive. It's about luck and fate, but it is karmic. So this is like a, a time of learning. And yeah, this, I just noticed this person changes their personality a lot. Or you do, but you avoid each other and you change your personalities. Just kind of like this. Like you're like, oh, hi, I didn't notice you were there. Or, oh, I didn't notice that was that. Which is very, like, it's very okay. Like, there's so much forgiveness to be had for like these different moments. Um, Definitely some of you, this is family. I feel like for some of you, we have the Ace of Materials at the bottom of the deck. I feel like for some of you, this has been a very long-term relationship. Like some of you for 7 years, some of you 8 years, but not necessarily. If you're in a relationship, then this is where it gets interesting. If you're in a relationship, then you have like a rule of certain times that you communicate. You have certain rules with each other, and it really brings out like something deep within, very deeply emotionally, like it brings out like a very powerful connection between the two of you, like a no contact rule of some kind, or certain boundaries that you're putting into place are bringing out like other parts of the relationship, you're learning that like you change very quickly or something like that. Like I notice the people at the bottom and how they're moving. So I feel like you're like learning about certain rules and regulations and things like that, like about how to balance out your relationship. Wow. So some of you are learning that like no communication is in fact a blessing. We have the High Priestess in reverse. So you're learning to like trust yourself, your intuition, um, differently. Maybe as before you were going all in with something, this time, or not this time, but at this stage with whatever this is, I'm getting like the light that you find with this relationship is through a different door, and that doorway has to do with like regulation, rules, not regulation. It's like a belief system that you had, and it's rules, putting things into place. um so it's like you're managing the no contact rule. I've heard that from a different channel that I watched one time when I was going through a breakup, and it was so painful. It was like so challenging, and I actually started researching to get answers, and I found some. um yeah, it was so painful, that relationship. It was like a very painful ending to that relationship. I feel like this person is still in your life, just not necessarily like, how do I say that? Like you still have a connection or a link to this person. I feel like this person could be very vulnerable, possibly, about talking to you. Like somehow for some of you, this person cuts you off, as a way, not necessarily. Um, but for some of you, this person cuts you off as a way to like protect their own sense of well-being. I just saw like this person sitting up here trying to just be calm and okay, like not trying to be, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm okay here and I'm okay now. For some of you, this is you. It's easier for you to just not have communication. You have the Star in reverse. Okay, this, for some of you, this is so that you don't lose hope, but for others of you, this is so that you can restore hope in a different way. Um, some of you, this is out of your hands and you've just learned this differently. We have the Page of Swords. Yeah, it's like you've discovered there's a bigger picture, and so you notice that you check on things differently from time to time. Um, I feel like with the Star in reverse, you feel like this is something that it's going to work out how it's going to work out no matter what. Like there's a higher power for sure, there's a higher purpose. We have the Two of Pentacles. So you're not really like, I wouldn't say bothered, but you're not really like too invested in, what's the word? You're not really too invested in making this bigger than it is because it's already so big. And so, like, you find yourself realizing different things that you never thought you would realize. I feel like it's like this person looking up at this other big person, like, oh, okay, this is how it works. It's very beautiful. It's like you understand there's a bigger picture, um, however small the picture is. The Nine of Emotions. Okay, I feel like for some of you, the lesson here has been overindulgence. You might have felt like you lost hope in the relationship or the connection because of overindulgence or because of, yeah, not necessarily. For some of you, like you communicate very, 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 like, rarely if you're single. Like, this is a very rare time, like, very rare communication. Um, for those of you in a relationship, though, it's like you understand the art of communication, and there's things that you try, and then you're like, okay, I've tried that. You have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, very precise, very subtle. There's a style of communication and a style of details that you focus on in this relationship. And this person, let's see about this person. This person feels like you are definitely like, you can see clearly about what they're doing, and like you can see, like they feel like completely seen by you. They're like, oh, that like got my ego a bit. You know, it's like sometimes Scorpios can be so much with their intensity that it brings them back to like their core. That's how this person feels. Like they're like actually bashful. They're like, oh gosh, you got me right to my core. Um, there is a balance here. Okay, let's see what else. Strength. Yeah, this is when that core comes out. Like it's like, oh man, the vulnerability. It's so some of you, there is a reason why there's no communication because it's just too intense. The Three of Cups in reverse. Some of you have a social connection to this person, or there's other people involved in your connection. Okay, I just heard turn it upright. Very interesting. The Death card. Yeah, for some of you, there's a major transformation regarding this relationship. And I do definitely see for some there's children involved. The Three of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Materials, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Fool. I feel like you're really focused on, yeah, we have the Ace of Emotions. I feel like this is a beautiful experience regardless. I feel like you're not wanting anything to be brought up too much. I feel like this is working perfectly. Yeah, exactly. It's working perfectly. So that's what I'm gonna say about that. Because we have the Fool, and it's just like, yeah, this is exactly how it is, right? So with that being said, thank you, Scorpio, for stopping in. I hope this has made sense and been helpful for you, and I will talk to you later.